Welcome to Boxcar English, where there's always room for you. My name is Carl. It's good to see you. Get on this train, let's ride. I've got another story to tell. Today is Sunday. Sunday is the day of the week when I relax. I just relax. I take it easy. If it's a cold day or a rainy day, I like to stay inside. I sit in a chair by the fire with my dog Shelby and read a book. Shelby doesn't read, but sometimes I read stories to her. She usually falls asleep when I do that. I think that's a sign that she likes it. This morning, I woke up to a beautiful sound. It was the sound of rain. I love to hear rain falling gently on the roof. I woke up with a smile. Today, life is beautiful, I thought. Shelby was asleep in her bed, and without lifting her head, I saw her tail wagging. "Good morning, Shelby," I said. "You want to take a walk?" She lifted up her head. Shelby understands some words. Walk is one of the words she understands. And she loves going on walks. I do too. We go together pretty well in that way. I put my raincoat on. We left the house, and we wandered all around the neighborhood in the rain. There weren't many people around because it was raining, but cars drove by sometimes with their headlights on. The lights were bright, and you could see the raindrops falling through them. It was a beautiful walk. When we got back home, I took off my raincoat and lit a fire in the fireplace. I gave Shelby a bowl of food and made myself a cup of coffee. It smelled so good. It was like heaven. I ate a piece of bread with butter. Delicious. Then I was ready to sit down and read. I love to read books without any distractions, without anything to take my attention away from the story. I sat down and opened my book and started reading. I was reading Moby Dick. Shelby lay down in her bed. Today, life is beautiful, I thought. But then I heard a funny sound. It was a drip-drop sound, like the rain, but it sounded a little too close. I got up from my chair and followed the sound. Drip, drop, drip, drop. I walked around my house listening to the drip, drop. If the drip, drop got quieter, I knew I was getting further away from it. If the drip, drop got louder, I knew I was getting closer to it. I knew I had found the sound, though, when I noticed a little pool of water on the floor and saw drops fall and splash in the center of that pool. Oh no, I thought. There's a leak in my roof. I had to act quickly, so I gathered together some tools, a hammer, some nails, and some roofing shingles. I got a ladder and climbed up onto the roof in the rain. It was not easy finding the leak. I crawled on the part of the roof over the bathroom and felt around with my hands for a hole. Finally, I saw a tiny bit of light coming through the roof. That was the bathroom light. I'd left it on when I found the leak. I didn't really know what to do to fix the leak, but I covered it with shingles, nailed them down, and hoped for the best. When I came back into my house, the leak really did seem to have stopped. Whew, I thought. I planned to call a professional in the next few days. Leaks in the roof can lead to big problems. But for the moment, all was well. Back in the living room, Shelby was still asleep in her bed. Look at that girl. So good, I thought, and I went over to her to give her some pets. When I did so, I noticed that blood was coming out of my left hand. The hand was very bloody and red. Oh no, I thought, I must have hurt myself with the hammer up there on the roof. I went back into the bathroom and washed the blood off my hand with soap and water. What a day, I thought. So many unexpected events. The cut on my hand was not very big, really. I put a bandage on it and the bleeding stopped. Then I changed my clothes because they were all wet. Once I had dry clothes on, I really felt a lot better. I got back in my chair, opened Moby Dick, and started reading again. I still had most of Sunday left to read. Today, I thought, life is beautiful. That's all for this time, friends. Thanks for listening. I can't wait to see you again on the next Boxcar English, where there's always room for you.